This unusually sized radio here is the Zenith Royal 475. It's too big to be a coat pocket set, but it's on the small side of portable radios, and it has no handle. This model is fairly rare and appears to have not sold well back in the day, perhaps because of its unusual form factor, but it is quite a capable set. It's one of the few small Zenith radios that has a tuned RF stage, and it's got a fairly large speaker and powerful amplifier. So in terms of performance, this is an excellent radio. So let's hear it play. There's unfortunately a lot of interference here, and this radio is quite sensitive.
As you chase on a change-up down and in. No balls and one strike.
Announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
It feels like you're frozen. Petrified.
Where to be, what's happening, and just go do it. I'm not going to trick you. I'm not one of those coaches where they always want to trick the player. I'm like, don't trick the player, like put him in.
That's pretty good reception for the high heat of the afternoon. I had been holding off doing a video on this radio because the badge is missing on the front here, and I had been hoping to find one, but no such luck. It still looks fairly presentable without it, although this set is by no means in mint condition. It's got some damage here and there. Unfortunately, the model label is missing. I actually have two of these radios. This one's definitely in worse shape. You can see it's also missing the badge. This one does have the sticker, and I tried to transfer it by peeling it up with tape, but that just destroyed the label, unfortunately. This one's got a big chip out of it, and worst of all, the tuning mechanism is pretty much destroyed. It must have been moved back and forth a lot without oil in it, or I don't know, maybe sand got in there, but it's pretty much impossible to use now. It just slips so much. I tried oiling it and cleaning it, and no such luck. You can see this dial here is pretty warped too. I don't even have batteries in this thing, and I never recapped this one because of the broken tuning capacitor. There just wouldn't be much sense. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the inside of the radio now. This one's pretty easy to open up. You just take out these two screws. It's a good thing it's fairly easy to open because you have to take the back off to change the batteries, like most radios of the time period. It doesn't have a separate battery compartment. There's the layout of the transistors and the instructions for installing the batteries, as well as the chassis number, 7FT45Z1. Here's the chassis itself. It runs off of 6 AA batteries. 2 of them are hidden underneath. You can see the arrangement there. It's got a little bit of battery leakage damage, but still quite usable. All the transistors on this chassis are socketed. Zenith was pretty much the only one doing that on smaller radios at this point, although it was pretty common in the 1950s. This set was made in 1960 or so. It does make servicing the radio a lot easier though. Here's a 121-15. It's an output transistor. I hid most of the replacement capacitors underneath. You can see one on the top there, connected to the center tap of the volume control. When you're repairing one of these radios, this is actually the cap you generally want to change first, unless you see another one that's visibly bad. It seems to be the most commonly failed one, and it pretty much kills reception when it's gone open circuit. You can see the big 3-gang air variable tuning cap, and they made some attempts to make this set kind of straight line frequency. You can see the tuning plates are not quite the usual half circle shape. They've got a bit of a tapered profile. That's why the frequencies are not so scrunched together at the top of the dial like they are on most portable radios. That's another spot where Zenith went the extra mile on this radio. That's cut almost all the way through. Not sure when that happened, but I'll put some tape on that or something so it holds together. I'll show you guys the inside of the other set just for the sake of showing you guys what an untouched chassis looks like. This one also has more extensive battery corrosion, but the stickers are both okay. Maybe I'll try transferring this over. Looks like the sticker actually comes off easily, unlike the one on the bottom. So there's the original cap attached to the center tap of the volume control. And this is the AVC cap. The larger filter caps are underneath. You can kind of just barely make them out. This one's pretty much parts. Might bundle it up with some other radios that are just part sets and sell it off. We'll see. Thanks for watching.